Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. Green, 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 and more green. That's what we see in the world of precious metals across the board. Gold up $10.72 at $1,477. Silver up 23 cents, up 1.35%, almost at $17. We see it at $16.94. We see platinum $942, up $19. Palladium up $14.67 at $1,917. We see silver over here from the statistics, the ask and the bid price. We see the 24-hour chart. I'm going to be going over this, sharing my opinion, but I also want to share some other stuff. So before we start, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, because I do post daily videos. It's the best way to stay informed on a day-to-day basis what's going on in the world of precious metals, which could highly influence and affect the way you buy, sell, or trade. So if you want to stay tuned on a day-to-day basis what's going on in the world of precious metals, I am your guy. So anyways, let's jump into this video. So, green across the board, a lot of market speculation. People are kind of stagnant, wondering and waiting what's going to be happening with silver prices over the next few days / weeks, with Trump's impeachment, with stock markets, with the U.S.-China trade deal, with it's a partial agreement, or whether they're waiting till after the election. A lot of different things happening, a lot of exciting news, but right now, precious metals are sitting pretty. Look at this 24-hour chart. I actually want to go back to the 1-month chart. Look at this jump. We saw a huge decline where silver was down to the $16.66 range. And then now look at things starting to go upwards. Now this was all during stock markets setting record-breaking highs. So this 1-month-old chart, this is over the last month. Look at this recovery right here. This is why I said that silver has been reaching its bottom and has been building support, because this is really good news. This shows that even though stock markets were setting record highs, it's still, even though US and China were going to try to reach a partial agreement, even though all these things were going against gold and silver's favor, it stood against it and it held its stability. And now we see things almost to $17 again, and I think we're going to see a rally happening. I'm extremely excited because this is really showing where gold and silver can and will capitalize off of. Look at the 1-week chart. We see a nice incline. This is because people are waiting to see what's going to be happening in the economy. They are seeing that the silver is a real investment, that it can be profitable, and that it can hold its weight, no pun intended. So, more importantly, I'm curious on where you guys think precious metals are going to play. Do you think that silver is going to take this rally and is going to move? Because look at gold. Let's go to gold real quick. Gold is up 0.77% at $11, and you see the same figure. Let's go to that's the 1 week. Look at the 1 month. The same formation as silver. Look at this. The same formations. And now let's go to the 1 week. It looks identical. And this is because gold and silver are working together, almost correlating prices. The gold to silver ratio has been very stagnant, which also shows that prices are moving together. Now, since silver is gold's little brother, silver usually follows after or shortly after, and we see it actually to a day-to-day basis, almost by a, it's not really outstanding or outperforming. No metal's outperforming the other. They're basically correlating to each other, which means, together. So with that said, they're both good investments, but we see silver being more volatile, and they fluctuate, or the silver market fluctuates more than gold does, which in return means you can make more money, because look, silver is up 1.35%, gold's only up 0.77%. So right now silver is outperforming gold. If you had $5,000 in silver and $5,000 in gold, you would have made more money over the past week or over the past day or over the past month in silver. Now, a lot of people think that gold is more of an asset, silver is more of a commodity. Well, I beg to differ. I think silver is more of an asset and gold's more of a commodity. I think gold is used more for jewelry, more for coinage, and silver is used more for your electronics, more for the industrial uses in the side of it. Gold is more recycled and re-scrapped, where silver's lost in technology because people aren't scrapping silver out. So it goes to these waste dumps never to be found. So the supply and demand factor, the model of that, is also going to be affecting it. And I think people are starting to realize this. I made 2 other videos today, very informational videos about this same topic. And, well, not this topic, but about this supply and demand model. And even yesterday, I made a video talking about how much silver is above ground, and it was going into this. And it's really, really interesting to see where silver lies, especially in the future. I think 2020 is going to be a very interesting year. So let's look at the 1-year model. So right now, we saw silver down, last year around June, July, and then we saw this huge rocket up to around $19.50. This is when the U.S.-China trade wars started. This is when stock markets were highly volatile, and those were the main things. U.S.-China trade wars and stock markets shot prices up, but we saw, since it was a huge, huge rise up, that also meant there was going to be a huge, huge crash. And it really didn't recover after that. But you can see when stock markets are more volatile, you can see when there's more controversy in the economy, but silver always holds its balance. It holds somewhat of a stable ground, and we see right here, it's holding that ground. And this is actually much more serious than I think people are realizing, because this is going to be, in my opinion, a short rally. I don't know how long-lived, but it's definitely going to be something that I think we need to pay close attention to, and that we can capitalize off of. I mean, why not take this advantage? Why not take this opportunity to lower your dollar per cost average, or if you in return wanted to maybe capitalize and sell some? But I would definitely hold off. A lot of people get antsy, and right now they'd be like, oh, it's up, so I should sell to get some profits back because it's such a slow market. But if you were to do that, I would definitely recommend holding off until we see where it tops off or where it caps at, because this could be the very, 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 very beginning of the rally. We don't know how much higher it's going to go. So if it does go higher, you could have lost a lot of money, because think about it, even if it goes $1 higher, that's per ounce. And if you have 1,000 ounces, do the math, it can definitely, you could definitely go in the green. But when situations play out like that, I always recommend doing it in increments. Don't buy all at once. Buy in increments. Keep an eye on the market. Hover over the market and see where it's going. And you can usually use the chart standpoint from it and what's happening in the economy to do that. Or when it comes to selling, don't sell all at once. Sell a little bit here. Make sure the markets seem like they're going to keep going, up or down or whatever. And if it seems like it is, then maybe sell a little bit more if it's in your favor. But also set boundaries. Don't, have a price. Say you're not going to sell anything under than $17, or maybe nothing under $16.50, a realistic number. And then that will help you, have a little safety net, so you don't go into panic selling mode and sell yourself short. But anyways, I really am curious where you guys think these prices are going to be headed. Do you think this is the start of a rally? Do you think that things are going to stay in the green, or why not? What would be the cause of things going backwards, back downhill? Do you think this was a false flag, or do you think this is the real deal and precious metals, more specifically silver, is onto something? It is really good to see everything in the green. I'm very bullish, but it also could be a false flag. We've seen a lot of those false start situations, but it really does matter. It really does. It comes down to what's going to be happening with, Trump, with the U.S.-China trade wars, with all that stuff as well. And it could be even the dollar index, could be stocks as well. There's many different factors to be influenced, but I am curious where you guys think these markets are headed. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you enjoyed this video, if you thought it was educational, informational, or just entertaining, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, because like I said in the beginning of the video, I post daily videos every single day, 2 to 3 videos a day. I'm pumping out the work. I'm putting in the work. I'm giving you guys content enjoyable. I'm trying to make it enjoyable, entertaining, and informational, so you guys have a good idea on what's happening on a day-to-day basis in the world of precious metals. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. If you did enjoy this, I'll post the link to this in the description if you want to check it out yourself. It's pretty interesting. It even goes into like the US dollar and stuff if you want to check it out, what it's compared to. It could be interesting. It could definitely be very educational to see where the dollar's at compared to other things, or even going into, crude oil, everything else as well, the S&P 500. So very informational stuff. I always use this to check. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I will see you guys soon. Peace.